Agnes Kozina,
What school do you go to, Agnes?
Arizona State University.
Arizona State University. Talk to me about your education at Arizona State University.
Well, I think we should just start with the whole education, my whole years of schooling. So basically, I'm from Chicago, so I am out of state, and I came out here for ASU for the journalism program at Walter Cronkite. And let me just tell you, it has been a ride. It's been a lot of challenges, and definitely a lot of struggle, but that's what makes life, worth experiencing and seeing how it really, turns out. Came here for, broadcast journalism, print journalism as well, and this is where I am, and I'm 2 weeks away from graduating.
And how about work experience?
So work experience, I did a couple internships. I started with this short, I'm a huge fashion person. I love fashion, and definitely somewhere along the line I do want to write for a fashion magazine. But I started off interning for this lady in the summer. This was in 2011. And I just wrote, I was the guest speaker, the guest featured speaker, and I basically just wrote articles for the fashion website that she had up there. After that, besides working, certain jobs, we're talking about internships. After that, I went to London, which was the greatest experience of my life. It was an internship program, so I studied abroad for 4.5 months in London, was my primary residence, traveled to different countries on the weekends, and then I interned for this it was called Coffee and Company, and it was this dating agency. It was really cool. It was done differently. The supervisor I worked for, Lorraine Adams, was great. She taught me a lot, and this was actually in PR. Made the atmosphere great. I learned stuff about PR that I never knew, and the fun part was definitely the whole dating matching part. She runs her own business. She's great at what she does. And so I did the KNIX country. I am a huge country person. I love country music, so it was great that I got placed with it. And the supervisor was great. Joe, I did a lot of blogging for him, and of course the peaks were going to the concerts and helping out, but you were there for free and you got to meet the artists as well. And that was great. Learned a little bit about the radio industry, which I never really knew. And then my last internship, closing it up, was this past summer when I got the chance to study abroad again, which was great, in Australia, in Sydney. And it was an internship program. It was fun because it was a community-based radio station from, a little house, but a lot of different video presenters. And the best part was I got to be on air at least 2 or 3 times a week. So I would have to say that was definitely a plus. And it was fun. I learned a lot. I worked for this supervisor called Yvette, and she definitely taught me a lot. She was one of those one-woman shows, she was the manager. Everything was on her, and kind of reminded me a little bit about myself. And the best part about that was, even though it was a radio community-based station, she was a freelancer, but she was a huge entertainment fanatic. And in which retrospective, I actually got the chance to attend 2 red carpets in Sydney, Australia, which was amazing. It was the best experience of my life. I actually got to see it in front of my real eyes, and not to mention in a different country. So she took me to the Man of Steel premiere, and she took me to the Heat premiere to experience that because she was into the whole entertainment thing. So I kind of basically shadowed her as someone I looked up to. So yeah, that was my work experience. Wrapped it up this past summer.
What does success mean to you? How would you define success?
Success to me means striving for what you really want. Anyone can be successful doing whatever they're good at or whatever they want to do. But I think that at the end of the day, it's your goals, what you accomplished, and what you want your life to look like. I want to be that entertainment host. I want to talk. I want to ask questions. I want to find people's stories out and get to know them. Whichever way it happens, I will be, looking forward to when that day actually comes. Why should you hire me? You should hire me because I can tell you right now, you will never be disappointed. I'm very determined. I'm very responsible. I pick up on things very fast. I'm efficient. I'm manageable. I will be the best that is out there.
I find my